Message from Our Lady, Refuge of Sinners. Given on January 13, 2023 at 3 a.m. in the city of Bogotá to one of his children. Dear children, you do not understand the importance of consecrating yourself to my Immaculate Heart. Some even despise the Holy Rosary and turn away from prayer, under the excuse of having many daily occupations. These children of mine have not yet understood the meaning of their existence, nor do they want to give God the most important place in their lives. Many continue to believe that the times they are living in are normal, that tragedies, difficulties, and wars have always occurred in the history of humanity. But it is not so, my children. You are living in crucial times in the history of salvation. My children, you must review again the first commandment of God's law. You must love God above all things, and not among all your affairs. Many avoid the life of prayer under the excuse of working. They believe that they can deceive the Lord, dedicated only to seeking material security, but this is not the case. You must care more zealously for your soul. You must pray, confess, and receive communion. Remember, my children, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment of all. And the second is similar to this: they shall love their neighbor as themselves. Little children of my heart, you are passing through this world, but many still do not want to understand it. Earthly life is short-lived. Your material goods will disappear, but not your soul. You must take more care of it and flee from sin and the occasions to offend the Lord. Strive, children, to please God so that He does not find you unawares on the day of judgment. You don't know when the Lord will call you to render an account for what you have done and not done in your lives. You are like the wheat that must be gathered. You are the food that must be harvested. Sooner or later the Lord will come for you, and you must be prepared. Your hands are still empty of good works. Your souls are thirsty for prayer in the middle of the desert of the world, but you are distracted, thinking only about earthly things. I have been a loving mother, dedicated to warning you to flee from sin, but many still remain blind and deaf to my maternal warnings and pleas. They don't know how much those children who disobey my calls make me suffer. I only look for your good. I look for your salvation, and I want to save you many tears, much suffering. Blessed are those who are in need, those who cry, those who offer their illnesses and all kinds of difficulties to the Lord, for you will be comforted by God. Blessed are my apostles, who are persecuted, slandered, and despised for wanting to please God and spread His word throughout the world. Blessed are those who give the Lord first place at the table and step aside, those who seek God's will above their own will, even when they must make many sacrifices. Blessed are those who speak the truth and are faithful to the commandments of God's law and are not deceived by the lies of the world. You will be mocked in these difficult times, my apostles. You will be called fanatics and liars, lazy and liars, but tomorrow, while you enjoy God's special care, it will be others who are suffering all kinds of tribulations. The Lord is your refuge. The Lord builds a wall in the lives of those who have decided to give Him first place in their lives, and He will more than return the prayers and kisses that they have given Him with so much love when seeing Him alone and crucified. Those who contemplate His passion will be greatly favored. Those who are moved with gratitude to see Him bloodied and weep at the foot of the cross for their sins will not be despised. Those who contemplate her holy face for a few moments each day will be filled with special graces and blessings. Those who pray before the Most Holy and receive my Son frequently will be nourished in a singular way in moments of greatest difficulties. Those who wipe the tears of those who cry and help the needy will be favored with preference, since they cannot say that they love the Lord while they despise their brothers. Those who truly trust in the Lord will never be disappointed, for He Himself will sustain them and feed them as He did with the people of Israel when they crossed the desert on their way to the Promised Land. I repeat, children. Not only of bread the man lives. Do not be fooled, beloved children. It is not filling your cupboards with food that will preserve your lives in these times. Your true food is Jesus, the Eucharist. Holy Communion is the heavenly manna that will feed you as you walk through the desert. Do not waste any more time. My Son has given you a spirit free from the ties of the world. He has filled you with all kinds of goods, so that you can dedicate your lives to Him without amassing earthly goods. Seek God and His justice, and everything else will be given to you in addition. Blessed are those who listen to my words. Blessed are those who understand with humility and simplicity that I have come to speak to you in many ways through my favorite children. As I did in other times in which obeying my words, many and very great sufferings could have been avoided. My children, it is urgent to attend to my call. War is the fruit of a world without God. Scandals and sins against purity and against creation are an achievement of the evil one, because you have let him in to harm you. You have not understood the seriousness of going against life. How can they say they love creation if they despise their Creator? How can they say they love nature and at the same time accept the crime of abortion? This unrepentant world must look to the crucified Jesus to be saved. You can live well with less. You can free yourself from the bondage of sin if you repent and sincerely seek the grace of God. They cannot continue being those foolish and deaf sheep that go towards the cliffs while their shepherd calls them anguished. Be obedient, my children. Heed my call. I repeat it to you, heed my call. Receive my maternal blessing. I cover you under my mantle, and I accompany you with special love and care in these times. Comfort my heart and obediently heed the advice of your mother who loves you so much. Become my apostles also of my beloved Saint Joseph. Consecrate your lives to the Holy Family, and let God work with docility in your lives. Blessings. 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 Spread my words among yourselves. Tell my little ones that they are not alone. Tell my children that their Heavenly Mother is the refuge of their heart and does not let go of her hand. Blessings.